Right, Kevin. So yeah, so we were my first remote lesson there with this virus business going on. So that was pretty cool. And yeah, so we were talking about the natural minor scale and kind of varying it up. So I'll just try to keep this as pointed as possible. Just get rid of that. So first of all, we'll do it in C minor. Just kind of makes no difference really. It's pretty much arbitrary. All right, um, so we'll just do the scale first, obviously. And depending on where you are, I mean, if you're doing this, let's say in F sharp minor, or F minor, let's say, well, F sharp. Don't shy away from using the little finger because getting up there with your third finger, you can do it, but it's not going to be a comfortable reach. And definitely don't get into the habit of avoiding using your little finger just because it's weaker. Because if you don't use it, it stays weak. So anyway, we'll go up for C minor here. Okay, so first thing you want to be able to do is just play the scale itself. All the way up, all the way down, nice and easy. And as well, think about the picking pattern as well, whichever one you want to do. So remember we were talking about you can just do down, up, down, up, down, up exclusively, just with no exceptions, and that has its merit. Or you can always just pick the string from wherever you are and have it absolutely movement efficient. I and it seemed like you as well were tending towards the latter. So yeah, all the way up and all the way down, nice and clean all the way, and metronome it all the way. Steady and slow, and build it up. That's always the quickest way. I know you're kind of impatient. You kind of want to fly through it, but trust me. Kind of incremental steps up in speed. Once you have it steady, is definitely the best way to do it. Okay, so then there's the patterns. So my favorite one is down by a third, back up by a second, and repeat. And then, so remember we were talking about how you learn the pattern first. Obviously, you learn how to do it physically, but then as soon as you can, you start getting it steady. Okay, back up. All right. So then, we were talking about going up in sixes. Oh, you get the point. That's not one of my favorites, but it's a nice one, right? So it just goes up and up and up. It's a lot of energy in it. Once you get it, kind of a bit quicker. And then another one as well that we didn't do much on was down by a fourth, and then back up by a third. All right, and same again, back up. And so on and so forth. Yeah, back up is a little bit trickier. And I was saying that as well. I'm not really sure why that is, but up the way is a bit trickier. So there's your patterns on just the scale as it is, right? So that's the natural minor scale. So two variations that we did, and then definitely not the only two that you can do, but two prominent ones is a harmonic minor scale, which is this with the raised seventh. So that's there, there. And remember, for some phrases, it might be better instead of doing that note here. It might be better to do it there. So there's your. We switched from C minor to D minor at some point. I can't remember when that happened, but anyway. So we were. That's the harmonic minor, which is the sharp and seventh. Then we were just talking a little bit about moves. We didn't get into depth about it, but Lydian, so with the sharp sixth. So that little lick there was. And remember with the strumming, it's down, up, down, up. So you're going da 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 ba. and then just a little. And then there was the other one where, on top of the blues note, or even flatter than that, you could also add in the B string on the same frets. And then the other raised sixth note, in addition to this going up 2 frets as opposed to 1, is on the D string. Normally it's, now it's, there it is, there's that raised sixth. Okay, so that's the raised sixth, and then yeah, as I said as well, you've got that sharp fifth as well, because you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then instead of dropping it back here, we're just going to bring it up to the next string. There's the flat fifth. Kind of the blues note or the scary note, depending on how you do it. Okay, so that's about it. So, you know, a few phrases, you know, we did were... Then a run up. And remember, these patterns don't have to be continuous. You know, you don't have to go all the way up and all the way back. It's generally good to do it for practice. But, you know, like this one, you know, you could go just down that far and then do something else, you know. But yeah, for now, just, you know, get them nice and steady, get them on the metronome, and yeah, they're really fun to just, you know, sort of fly around on after a while. And improv, and, you know, just great melodies. There's just an awful lot you can do with it once you get to grips with it. So probably be indoors for a few weeks anyway, so you'll have plenty of time to get on it. All right, I'll talk to you next time.